Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Michelle Fondin, and here is a recap of the video that I did yesterday, September 3rd, Messages from Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine. And I want to thank you all for leaving comments on the last video. I know there were audio issues, and I understand that some of you want to help. However, the audio issues that I'm having have what I've come to notice is that it really has nothing to do with the actual audio. It has to do with, it's unfortunate for me to say this, it's a theory, but it has to do with my energy field and the energy that I'm calling in during the readings. It's gotten worse in the sense of interruptions in electronics. I've been through 4 lavalier mics since the beginning of the year. 2 cameras broken, computers not working, everything glitching. And at first I just thought it was the manufacturers, and I'm just like, this is crazy. Why is everyone not making electronics like they should? And I came to the stark realization yesterday that it was me. It's my energy field. I'm doing this to the electronics, and somehow I have to figure out how to mitigate that. I'm working on an iPhone now. The other camera, it was working, it stopped working, it started working again. I've got a brand new camera. I have to put the SD card in. I wanted to give you guys a recap. So I didn't even hook up an external mic to the iPhone. I'm hoping that the audio is fine, but that's what happened yesterday as I hooked up the Rode, so that's like the top of the line microphone, to the iPhone, did it properly. Somehow the audio was fading in and fading out. So let's recap the message. I got such a strong message from Divine Masculines to Divine Feminines yesterday that I absolutely had to post it. I understood what was happening in the video as I was editing. I couldn't really do voiceovers. I tried in some sections. It just didn't work very well. So that being said, let's recap what the messages were about Divine Masculine in this Twin Flame Collective for this week. Today is September 4th. Yesterday was September 3rd. This works for all week. We got the 7 of Raphael, which is, it's a card that we have not gotten since the fall. This is the 7 of Cups in traditional tarot. This is the energy for Divine Masculine for this week. And what it is that there's something that they have not worked out yet. It's something emotional. It's something having to do with perhaps addictions or an addictive behavioral pattern. But they're working through the last bit of stuff. We have not seen the 7 of Raphael, 7 of Cups. We have not seen that energy since last fall of 2019. They're truly working through something. Then afterward, we got the first message from Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine. We got it, look at your patterns in relationships. And this is one of the most beautiful messages I believe Divine Masculine is sending to you as a Divine Feminine. The reason being, one of the things that Divine Masculine brought up in you when they activated you through the heart chakra was they brought up an exacerbation of your inadequacies when it comes to romantic relationships. They pushed all the buttons. They pushed all the buttons in all the right places that made you trigger the things in you where you saw patterns that have come up in past relationships, but you also saw patterns that perhaps you've never seen before. What you need to do, Divine Feminines, is go deep within and really start to look at those patterns if you haven't done so yet, but look at the consistent patterns in romantic relationships that have played over and over and over and over again. Whether that was jealousy, being possessive, or being impatient and not waiting for the masculine energy to come forward towards you, trying to be too controlling or be self-centered or not honoring the person that they are. Divine Masculine is calling you to look at those destructive patterns in relationships that you can now change. Now, perhaps you've been looking at this all along, but this is a call to look at it even deeper. Next, we got this special romance message, which is the wedding card. And the message that came through was that you are absolutely positively getting married to your Divine Masculine. If you are in this collective, if this message and the other messages on this channel resonate with your belief system and resonate with you on an intuitive level, then this is your pathway. This is your pathway to becoming reunited with your Divine Masculine. Absolutely, positively, there are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, in this moment where you are exploring the patterns in relationships, and in this moment where Divine Masculine is still like getting rid of some of those old patterns himself or herself, you're going to need support from your inner circle. What that means is find someone who really supports you on this journey, whether that's a best friend, a parent, a relative, or just somebody else in the Twin Flame Collective, such as a mentor. But someone who really supports you on this journey and someone who can embrace you at this time and help you. And that could even be a therapist, someone who can really help you through those past relationship problems or issues that maybe you have yet to work through. Next, we got 2 messages from Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine, and this is crazy because it was like, I wish I could take back my words. And of course the message there was, oh my goodness, they said things that were not only not true, but Divine Masculine said things that were maybe hurtful because their eyes were saying, I love you, I love you, I love you. But their lips, what was coming out of their mouth was like, I don't want to be in a relationship with you. I just want to be friends, or I just want to be work colleagues, or maybe we can be casual acquaintances. But in their eyes, you were seeing it. You were feeling their heart chakra. You were seeing it in their eyes. You were saying like, oh my God, what is happening? Why are they saying these words to me? When in their eyes, I can tell everything that is behind their eyes. I can tell, I can see into their soul. And so they said like, I wish I could take back my words. And this follows it. I hid who I really am from you. And that really goes hand in hand with I wish I could take back my words, because they were trying to conceal. They were trying to hide who they really are from you. They were just keeping their emotions to their chest. They were not wearing their emotions on their sleeve in the sense of not revealing how strongly they felt the connection, not revealing how intensely they found the connection, not revealing all the spectrum of feelings that they were feeling for you, Divine Feminine. And now they're sorry about it. They're really apologetic and they're very sorry, and they really wish they could take it back. Then we got, and now I am the bad guy. And my message that came through for this is, yeah, of course, Divine Masculine. Of course you were the bad guy. You were the bad guy because we could see through the illusions. We could see through the front that you were trying to put up in front of us. It wasn't us that were crazy. Of course, Divine Feminines were thinking that we're crazy, but it wasn't us. It wasn't us at all. It was Divine Masculine who was putting up this veil, putting up this front as if what was happening was not real, when in fact it is real, and it was real at that time. And so when we think about Divine Masculine, we think about the situation, we think about how the separation occurred, and we think about what they said. Of course we were conceiving that they were the bad guy, in the sense of they were the ones that were rocking the boat of this connection. Now, we all know in previous videos that that was necessary. It was absolutely positively necessary. Separation is necessary. You exploring your inner demons, your inner wounds, and the past patterned relationships that were very bad for you, those were all necessary for you to explore. But the behavior on the outside that was coming through Divine Masculine, yeah, of course it looked like they were the bad guy, for sure. And then the culmination of all of this beautiful reading that says, I'm going to marry your ass. And this is total validation with the romance card that I have to find here. The romance card that was the wedding card. So we have, I'm going to marry your ass, and the wedding card. Further validation that this is absolutely true. This is absolutely real. This is absolutely your journey. This is absolutely what is happening. Don't doubt what is happening with you and your Divine Masculine. Stop doubting it. If this is your journey, if this resonates with you, if you have known this in your heart all along from day one, from the beginning of meeting your Divine Masculine, if you knew somehow, even though you don't know how you knew, you just knew, then this is your journey. And this is happening, whether it happens today, tomorrow, next week, next year, 2 years from now. You are getting married to your Divine Masculine. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So that is the recap of the messages from Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine for the week starting September 3rd 2020. I hope this was a reiteration or a revalidation of what those messages were. I'm hoping and praying that this audio turned out just fine. So I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. Please do subscribe to the channel below. Click on that bell, scroll up to all for all notifications. And thank you so much for giving the video a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing this video with other twin flames. And thank you so much for supporting this channel. You can buy a book or 2 or 3. You can book a reading. You can join the boot camp. You can also pledge your support on Patreon, www.patreon.com/michellefondinauthor. And I will see you in the next video.